Alright, in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about something that's pretty broken in Arc. It's broken to some extent because one, you gotta get it to work, which I mean that's tricky itself. It's not as bad as meshing, but it's definitely something to give your attention to. What you guys are watching right now is a defense on a buddy's cross arc server, and these guys were actually affected by the I don't know what you want to call it, like bug or exploit, and we're defending their beautiful pyramid base on Lava Island on the center map. And the attackers here allegedly used the exploit, knowing that it was some sort of broken bug, although it could have been completely accidental. But this isn't the first time this bug or exploit was seen. If we go back 2 months to when the BLDX Alliance wiped YSS on server 51, it was used there, and I'll explain more about it. But right now, I'm going to show you a video that was made by one of the guys over here on the CrossArc experiencing this bug.
Some foundations and some turrets, and I'm going to see and show you guys we still are unable to, because of right here. Look at this. Look at this. This is a joke. Look, can't place automated turret too close to an enemy foundation or gate. That's not going to do anything. They can just shoot them from the top up there. This is right next to our base. This is on a foundation. This is literally on a metal ceiling right now. This is on our base. We had smack dab within 70 turrets guarding this location, and I can't place a turret. I can't place anything. I can't even place our own foundations. I can't snap a foundation to our current ones. Look, that's a foundation, guys. That right there, that's a foundation. What happens when you put a foundation down? You're securing your area. You are effectively making a base your own, or making an area your part of your tribe. What they've kind of started to do is they've got all of these. If you follow the auto turret right now, one there, 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 and one there. They have like 18 tree platforms going along a line directly on top of our foundations and our base. We can't even place turrets on our own turret tower right now. I'll show you, look. You see that? Too close to, here, let me just get up here and not fall. I'll try. Look, too close to an enemy foundation or gate. But once again, guys, I don't know how we can combat this. This is a definite exploit, bug, glitch, whatever you want to call it, but these tree platforms of the enemies, that's within 3 or 4 foundations of our base. How are they even capable of placing those where they have? We can't replace. If they break this turret right now, this whole section is defenseless. We can't run out here and quickly replace a turret because the enemy have foundations and they have privilege for base building over us, and it's our own base. I can't see how this is a part of the game. This shouldn't be allowed. These guys have literally spammed foundations at our front door, and it's given them the right to build right on our base. If they wanted to right now, guys, they could drop a Reaper down from that platform. They could land right here, soak, put their own base right here. And they could do that because they have that phrase, can't place automated turret too close to an enemy foundational gate. That right there means the enemy have this area, means they control this area. And that shouldn't be possible because we have Citadel of Rix, the tribe that I'm helping right now, own this base. And the enemy have it. The enemy have this base, basically. They don't even need to raid this base now. They can just go home. If they leave their foundations there undefended, they can just head home. Done. We can't build or place anything. And that's just that. Anyway, hopefully these guys can fix this exploit. Maybe these guys can come and help out. This is on server CrossArc 12. Aberration server. The tribe that I am defending, Citadel of Rix, and the tribe that I am defending them from is called Void.
Now, I mentioned the wipe of YSS on server 51. Comment on the video that I just showed you. The comment was made by the Herald Evolved, and it states, "This is what happened on Scorched Earth 51. A few months ago, the built platforms all the way on the border," or I think you meant to say, "They built platforms all the way on the border, and we couldn't build anything anywhere because of it." Now, looking back at the wipe video made by my friend Gatkai, at the end, while showing off the remains of server 51, you can see cliff platforms along the world border. Now, I don't know if you can still do this. I'll definitely have to go try it out. But another thing is, I don't know if those are YSS cliff platforms or BLDX cliff platforms. But one thing for sure is those platforms put this bug or exploit into play. Now, obviously, the fact that you can't even build in your own base is quite broken. But in the video that I showed you, you can see the cliff platforms are actually very well out of the way of enemy foundations, and theoretically you should be able to place them as they did in the video. The one thing that needs to change, or needs to be changed, is how far the cliff platform is able to block enemies from being able to build near it. The range can be shortened, or the ability to stop enemy foundations from being placed near it can be completely removed. And what they can do is make it to where it only blocks enemies from placing their own cliff platforms near it. Sort of like Fence Foundation. Fence Foundation doesn't block you from building near it. I've been in multiple cave raids where we've blown a spot in the Fence Foundation spam. And, we would put down a mini turret tower, sometimes even a transmitter, or even a singular turret. Fence Foundation doesn't block you from building. Now, I can see why the cliff platform blocks this much, area where it covers this much land. Because I guess it's kind of like a reskin of just a tree platform, but it just has better snap points or snapping to basically anywhere along, let's say, like a diagonal wall. Or, like diagonal natural wall, whatever you want to call it, a cliff. And since I guess it's a reskin of, like tree platforms, if you think about a tree platform, it's high up and it kind of needs to cover above and underneath the platform, because it itself is, I guess, a foundation for like a treehouse, and that's one of the reasons why it has so many hit points, or I don't know, health. I don't even know if they're called hit points. I don't even know if there's an official name in Ark for the health of a structure, but that's probably why it has so much health. And, you're expected to build a base on these, but instead they're used for spam. So now there's the debate of making these few changes that I just mentioned, if players are using cliff platforms as spam, or to not make these changes, because how the cliff platforms act right now are kind of necessary for players who want to build a base on a cliff platform. But of course, if these changes do take place, people who do plan to build on a cliff platform as their main base, or even, let's say, like a little turret tower, I don't know, they can easily just spam foundations, or just build something in front of it as well, or underneath it, like gates, I don't know, a turret wall, something to sort of compensate for the area that's not covered by the cliff platform. Now, this bug hasn't been used a lot to my knowledge, so let's work together here to get this changed. Be sure to share the video, tweet it to Wildcard at Survive the Ark. Also, I'll leave a link to the video of wiping server 51 and the bug being used on CrossArk, so be sure to check them out. Until next time, I'm out.